Burkina Faso Rapid Intervention Brigade actually dropped a notorious terrorist commander today. Ladies and gentlemen, this news is seen as one of the biggest breakthrough in the Burkina Faso counter-terrorism operation in 2025. So this particular terrorist leader that they talked about does not move with a large squad. According to the information we have, this particular man is a retired military personnel, but they did not disclose his country in particular. According to the information we have, they said he and his unit has been responsible for the little deaths of the VDP that we've always seen from time to time. So I've always received news almost like three days about JNIM attacking the VDP positions in Burkina Faso, killing 3, killing 6, killing 5. It has never been like a massive number, but little skirmishes, and the JNIM always successfully, delete some of those VDPs. And according to the information we have, these operations have been carried out by this particular man and his group. And according to another information we have, they said this guy was even the guy that trained the notorious Boko Haram terrorists that was well known in the northern Maiduguri region of Nigeria, Abu Fatima. They said this man particularly was the one in charge of training to the units and the group of Abu Fatima. And Abu Fatima is a name that I think every Nigerian army will never forget. So this man has just been killed in Burkina Faso. What happened today was that the units they fought actually gave them a fiercer fight than they've always had. So report has it that most of the time, the units they've always attacked or ambushed has always been the VDPs, which are less skilled compared to the Rapid Intervention Brigade, which are like the major, military component of the Burkina Faso armed forces. So ladies and gentlemen, they ran into a patrol of the Rapid Intervention Brigade today, and the battle that ensued actually decided the destiny of this particular notorious terrorist commander. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the information we have, drones were captured, military equipment were captured, a lot of other things were recovered like satellite phones and the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the information we received, even the Rapid Intervention Brigade soldiers actually commended the fighting skill of this man's unit. The way they applauded him based on their comments, the way they gave him his props, I believe that now I am in no position to blame some of those VDPs, those news that have always been released that, okay, JNIM actually, fought some VDPs, took their weapons, neutralized them, and all of that. The Rapid Intervention Brigade actually showed their respect to him even after he had been neutralized, because of how his unit fought fiercely. Even when some of his men had already been injured, the methodologies they applied to stop bleeding and the rest, and they continued to fight. Based on the information we had, some of them even said that these guys are not just regular jihadists. We are hearing information that these are Salafists, that they are not jihadists. I don't have any knowledge about who the Salafists are, but that's one of the details that was released today, that this man is not a jihadist, that is a well-trained Salafist. They actually hit one of the Burkinabe convoys with a drone, and that was where the Rapid Intervention Brigade personnel came out and the gun battle ensued. The terrorists that were neutralized were just 7 in numbers. But it wasn't about the numbers that surprised the Rapid Intervention Brigade personnel. It was how they fought. And according to the information we got, it was about the way they were changing positions as they gave instructions while they were fighting amongst themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is this is one of the most impressive details, like detailed information I have ever gotten since I've been making my research on Sahelian counterterrorism operation. And the fact that they associated this man's name with Abu Fatima in Nigeria actually made me understand that no, this is not a regular JNIM commander. This is a real commander right here. And when I looked at the drone compartment that they had, I just knew like these guys were advanced. But unfortunately, they met their Waterloo today. Much credit to the Rapid Intervention Brigade personnel. According to the information we had, 3 of the Rapid Intervention Brigade personnel actually paid the ultimate price in this particular battle. That was how, serious it was. So it is said that this particular loss will affect the JNIM terrorist group down to their roots, because they said this particular man is also equally responsible for training of some of the elite fighters in the JNIM group. JNIM is a group that is being funded by France based on our research and the things we've seen in the past. This JNIM group is being funded by France. We've seen them call for the return of democracy. We've seen them call for the return of France in Burkina Faso when they attacked Djibo. Everything they do actually just aligns them with the Western, interests. But ladies and gentlemen, how will this particular loss affect their operations now in Burkina Faso? I want to really appreciate the Rapid Intervention Brigade units that actually took down this man. You guys are heroes. You guys are not just ordinaries. You guys should be promoted to a whole new level, because according to the way they spoke about this man that has been neutralized, not just anybody can take this guy down. Not just anybody. But big kudos to the Burkina Faso forces. And it shows that, yeah, Burkina Faso is developing. Burkina Faso is rising through the odds. These are countries that are actually fighting terrorism actively, developing their country, building sovereignty when it comes to the true definition of sovereignty. That's what we are seeing in Burkina Faso. Burkinabes are returning from diaspora to contribute to the Faso Mebo project. The prisoners in Burkina Faso are getting involved in agriculture and they are making money while their years in prison are being cut down. Burkina Faso is really, really moving seriously in the right direction. And now, recently, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has nullified the presence of INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, in Burkina Faso. Bit by bit, this man is removing every bit of colonial influence, and the soldiers continue to defend the territorial sovereignty of Burkina Faso. With this particular piece of the JNIM puzzle now that have been pulled out of the match, I think, yeah, Burkina Faso now. I think the Burkina Faso right now is not something anyone can play with. They are really doing a fantastic job. And whatever they have going on in Burkina Faso right now, I'm in full support of it. And the way their soldiers just fight is just different. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? This is another successful operation in the bag. But in Nigeria, the same is not the case. Even those that reveal the position of terrorists in Nigeria to security forces, they are under serious risk.
South Korea.
Sotiraden ay motoyin bokara.
What nala tiki ambe na shima de wa chama ndoro kara.
Ndan to jaji la fa de na sata.
Yimi tilina tiki ala chita ushirika wacha.
Bitu
Tani bini.
Bulati.
Tiki ay.
Ay tidam.
Kira banga.
Ndu tira ro nya gobe.
Chama mangi.
Kusanda utira dininde.
Sa Araka.
Sura tira ne nangom numbo.
Guys,
My question for the Nigerians is, if a Nigerian citizen reports terrorist location to security personnel, the conversation is between a citizen and a security personnel. How come ISWAP terrorists knew who they were, who gave up the location, took these guys, and neutralized all of them? That's a big question that the democratic beacons need to think about. But again, Burkina Faso is the beacon of revolution in Africa. Whatever they're doing, I really, really, really subscribe to it. What do you think? Drop your opinion in the comment section below. It's your boy 7200 signing out. Enough said. But before I go, this is the first video of today. We see you in the next video.